Hello, Aquarius. Welcome. We are going to do a reading for your money in 2026. You know, with the economy these days, I thought it was a good idea to do that. I haven't done a series in a while. It is going to be a shorter reading. At this point, I've been reading so freaking long that it doesn't take me as long as when I first started. Also, I don't over-explain anything to anyone anymore. So, all right, let's get into it. What do you have to focus on, Aquarius, to get your money all the way up in 2026? Three of Pentacles. So you do have to work with other people. Teamwork will make the motherfucking dream work. Also, a free topping. Some of you, especially if you were thinking about doing like some food related stuff, if you can bake, if you can cook, definitely go ahead and do that. You might want to give free samples or do a little bit of free work to get out there. A lot of people are against that, but honestly, sometimes you have to do stuff for free to understand what you're doing wrong and to get yourself out there, right? So don't be opposed to that. Oh, that one really flew out. The Emperor in reverse. So watch yourself. No, watch yourself. Show me what you're working with. No, but for real, don't be a dictator. No, because the Emperor in reverse always makes me think of like a dictator as opposed to a leader. So, and the difference between a dictator and a leader is empathy. That's why women make better leaders. It's proven. Look it up. Studies have been made. Because without empathy, then it's just dictatorship. So, maybe you've been a little hard-headed. I'm gonna do it all by myself. I know best. Don't. There's some people who can either teach you or work well with you. When I saw like this, it didn't make me think like, you're gonna be the boss. It's more working together. And if you are gonna be the leader in the situation, then you need to focus on leadership and not dictatorship. Think what is best for everybody. If you're there, like, you're being sneaky in the background. Bro, I even see this one because it's the Three of Pentacles. Why is there a Fort Raccoon? So yeah, don't be sneaky in the background. You're going to be the one that loses out if you do that. If you let your ego or your anger like take you over, because the Emperor is Aries, eh? So don't let your anger or jealousy or whatever type of feelings get in the way. Like, don't be sneaky, be straightforward, be upfront, look for like-minded people to work with. That is going to be like your biggest road to success. And it is going to be a bit of a roller coaster. I'm not taking these two. You see here the tiny little bit of a roller coaster back there. So it might be a bit of a roller coaster for you. You might have to go through some trial and error, and maybe not work with the right people at first, but don't let that make you isolate yourself and try to do everything on your own. 10 of Cups. You need a partnership here. Some of you, it could be a romantic relationship that actually is gonna lead to that partnership. Those two? Armozy or something like that. Like, that couple that got married and like run gyms and stuff together. So it could be something like that. A Judgment in reverse. Yeah, stop being so judgmental, Aquarius. No, I'm joking. But yeah, be less judgmental. I'm not joking. So with the Judgment and the Emperor, like, stop thinking you're better than everyone or whatever. Not saying you are, right? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't pop off at me. If it's not you, then you won't care. You feel triggered, then maybe I'm touching on something that you really need to address. You can't do everything alone. Sometimes you do need a team. you do need someone to teach you or someone to work with, and then you all have different strengths and weaknesses. But like, I understand too, like I've been there where you pick the wrong people and it can turn you off for a minute, but don't let that affect you too much, basically. Three of Swords in reverse. So yeah, heal some past wounds. There's some stuff that you're still holding on to that's keeping you caged up. And then see the 3 free birds. I really feel like there's 2 people for most of you that you need to work with. For some of you, it might be a romantic relationship, but I feel like for most of you, it's like 2 other people. So you're either going to be the cage one and sneaky one, or you're going to be part of the team. So it's your choice for you to be successful in 2026. Get that money up. Work with other people. Be selective though. Do some vetting. If it ain't right, bounce. But yeah, it's not something you can accomplish on your own. Competition. And see, teamed up. So have some good sportsmanship. The competition may be too fierce if you don't team up with other people, because maybe you're by yourself and now you're competing with teams. You know what I mean? All right. Work smart. Are you making it harder than it has to be? Sometimes the solutions are simple. So yeah, maybe you need to hire out somebody. Sometimes you can find someone who's just starting off but has a lot of talent, who's building their portfolio or whatever, building their business. Sorry, I said portfolio because photography is what I'm doing, but whatever the case is, you can still find some good people to delegate some work to. Like, you can't do it alone is basically like the message for you, Aquarius. Perhaps it's time to clean a house personally and professionally, to start with a clean palette. So yeah, I did get that. Like, some of you might have picked the wrong people in the past or have the wrong people in your life now. So maybe start the year by snipping that shit off. Stick to basic needs when it comes to spending and put some money aside. So I feel like that's valid advice for everyone in this economy. So yeah, just make sure that you put a bit more aside than you think you need, just in case, right? Oh, and you guys saw that fall out? I don't know if that's on screen, but wealth. You are moving towards real wealth and prosperity. Keep up the great work. So yeah, it's going to be a really, really wealthy year for you, Aquarius, if you align with the right people. Authority. Take on the role of a leader and everyone will respect you. Be self-confident. So again, you know, with the Emperor here in reverse, so it's telling you, you know, be a leader. You need people to lead, you know. Be confident, because don't overcompensate, because like when people overcompensate and they're more into their dictatorship than leadership, that's just because you're actually not confident, and it's pretty easy to see through. So all right guys, that was your reading. Don't subscribe, don't like, don't comment. Honestly, I barely ever post, so, but also reverse psychology, I'm fucking around. Have a good one. Bye.